Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Kim Talks this morning. I have the distinct pleasure to spend a little bit of time this morning with Navion Senior Living's very own Steve Morton. We had spent some time in the past weeks talking about the community here at the Reserve at Mills Farm, the amenities and all the features. We have also discussed and have conversations with the people that make the team. But today with Steve, I want everyone to see and feel the passion that he brings to this community. And so with that being said,
yes.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
You are a very busy man,
Thank you.
But I appreciate this, and I know everyone will feel what I feel after speaking with you.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
So tell everyone, what's the role that you play here at the Reserve at Mills Farm?
By title, I'm a CEO. By reality, I'm a team member on a greater group of people that are trying to do something every day in 15 different locations, and specifically here at RMF as well, at Reserve at Mills Farm, I should say. That is difficult and challenging. And my job is to support those people in every single way I can. And in addition to that, offer insight and support from a perspective of training, growth opportunities, and create a company that cares about the people that are delivering the care. And this business, without question, is not about the home office. It's not about what I do. It's about how we go out and share with people what they need. And that I would consider to be the primary of my job, and to ensure that everybody has what they need.
Absolutely. Thank you.
You bet.
So with that being said, I always like to have a little fun with these chats. What or who did you want to be when you were a little boy?
When I was a little
Yeah.
okay.
What did you want to be when you grew up?
Okay. Well, I grew up in Northern California in a city named Richmond, which was on the other side of the San Francisco Bay, and athletics was the primary focus in my house, along with Boy Scouts. I became an Eagle Scout. There was a push for excellence in my house. My mother was very specific about we do things right, and when you try to do something, you try to do it the best you can. So I played baseball and football and basketball and all those things through my grade school. We moved down to Southern California, and I got involved in that in high school. Was able to get a scholarship to go to college and play baseball at UC Irvine, and then played just a little bit after that with the Dodgers. And it became clear, and one of the things I think is important in life is you learn if you're not good enough, you need to move on. So my talent wasn't at the stature that it needed to be. So I think other things that drove me that were not athletic included things like student government. Mm-hmm. I was senior class president. I was involved in my school as a freshman as the freshman class president. And so that to me was important because I learned other things. I was a member of the chess club.
Okay.
Early things that my father taught me included woodworking. I restored 2 cars by the time I was 17 from frame up. And those things to me were really important because I learned things. I learned how to use my hands. I learned how to interact with my dad and my mom, and it was incredibly rewarding. So I'd say that process has helped me become who I am.
Because I'm, as you tell what you wanted to be and a little bit of your history,
sure.
The 2 things that resonate with me is excellence and innovation. And that's really what the Reserve is all about.
It is, because it's a creative process. You take a volume of land that you work hard to obtain and be able to have the pleasure of building on. We bought this from Mrs. Fowler, who had lived here for 40 years. We created a relationship with Mrs. Fowler and are incredibly pleased to be able to do this. But it's a creative process.
It is.
There was well over 100 meetings with architects every week to design what are we going to work on today, and how can we best create something that's going to meet the needs of the people that we'll serve? How does it meet the needs of the people that will work here? All of those things are critical if we're going to have something that's successful.
Absolutely.
So
last question. Steve, why do you do what you do every day? What, at the end of the day, gives you satisfaction?
Well, I'll back up a little bit to that question and articulate that when I got done with all of the athletics, so to speak, I became an industrial and commercial real estate salesman, and that was something I enjoyed, but it didn't make me feel good at the end of the day. It wasn't a rewarding job, and I had the opportunity to work on a campus selling condominiums, medical condominiums to doctors. And Mr. Zingrave owned a whole campus of senior living. So I got done succeeding with Mr. Zingrave on selling out the condominiums, and I asked him if I could go to work on the senior living campus. He said yes, and he was very supportive of that fact. My first sale, I think that's the tipping point in this 35-year career I've had in senior living. And through that 35-year career, it started with sales. And my first sale was to Ernestine Goldschmidt in Huntington Beach, California. And I became friends with Miss Goldschmidt, and I became friends with her family. I walked through her life and got right to her passing. And for me, that was it was an emotional process to do that. And I knew I was in the right business. So I think at the end of the day, I've been able to also, to be able to do what I do is I've been an executive director. I've been on the third shift. I've changed residents. I've done the things that you need to do to understand the business. And all the work and all the time that I've been able to spend doing that has been a joy. It's never been work. And more importantly, it's grown into something new, and something new is that other people that are coming along in a new age group, in a new, just a new world behind what we're doing right now, work for us. And it's our hope that we can grow them and help them and make them feel so comfortable in this business that they feel like they can do anything and they can contribute to the betterment of the lives of the people we serve, and also have a great career. So why I do what I do is because every single day I wake up and I enjoy this. We want to make it better every day, and when we see something wrong, we fix it. And that's, to me, is the opportunity that exists every day for me, and that's why I do what I do.
That's wonderful. Well, thank you. I look forward to working for you, with you, for a very long time, and I absolutely cannot wait to open this community. So thank you.
Thank you, and we're looking forward to doing the same in the next month or so.
As well.
That's
All
fantastic.
right.
Thank you.
Thanks.